Are you looking for anime like Attack on Titan, where humanity battles against colossal monsters? I've got 10 underrated gems that are packed with giant beasts, monstrous roars, and intense action. So stick around till the end, because you don't want to miss a single one. First up, if you're a new-gen anime fan, you've definitely heard of Kaiju No.8. If not, let me break it down. Kaijus are a real menace, and humanity fights back using suits and weapons made from kaiju parts, giving them insane strength and speed. But there's a catch. It all depends on how much of the suit's power you can handle. Our MC, Kafka, promised his childhood friend Mina they'd join the defense force together. Flash forward to now, and Mina's a badass captain while Kafka, at 32, is stuck on the cleanup crew. After failing the entrance exam more times than we can count, he's given one last shot. And then, boom! While saving a teammate, he gets taken out by a kaiju, and a parasite kaiju decides to set up shop inside him, turning Kafka into a humanoid kaiju powerhouse. Now he's got to pass the exam, keep his secret, and kick some serious kaiju butt. This one's a must-watch, and so far we've only got one season, animated by the legendary production IG. Next, let's talk about Rage of Bahamut. 2,000 years ago, this ain't your average dragon situation. Bahamut almost wiped out all life in the magical world. Zeus and demon lord Satan had to team up to seal this world-ending behemoth, turning themselves into keys to keep Bahamut locked away. Now gods and demons live among humans and things are heating up. The story follows two bounty hunters and a mysterious woman with half of the god's key who's lost her memory. But when people find out about the key and start plotting to revive Bahamut, it's chaos on a massive scale. The animation is top tier thanks to MAPPA, and if you're thinking about skipping this one, don't. For the best experience, start with Rage of Bahamut Genesis, and then dive into Rage of Bahamut Virgin Soul. Trust me, you won't regret it. Did you see this scene in any of the social media platforms and searching for it? You are welcome. In this anime, we can all type of supernatural monsters like vampires, talking fishmen, kaijus, and even mecha kaijus. Suddenly a portal was created between Earth and the beyond, which made humans and monsters trapped alike and have to live together in harmony. The main character is a kid who is a part-time photographer obtains all-seeing eyes of the gods at the expense of his sister's eyesight. In the pursuit to find the secret of his power and help his sister, he accidentally joins Libra, a secret association, where his extraordinary journey begins. You can expect nothing less from the animation studio Bones, and it has a lot of action sequences which you should not even miss. The name of the anime is Blood Blockade Battlefront, and if you're up for it, the watch order goes like this. Start with Blood Blockade Battlefront, and then move on to Blood Blockade Battlefront and beyond. Now, if you're a fan of giant mechs fighting kaiju, you've got to check out SSS Gridman. Our main guy, Yuta not the Yuta from Jujutsu Kaisen. But he's got his own battles, suffers from amnesia, and can't remember a thing. But he's the only one who can merge with Gridman and fight off kaiju attacks. The freakiest point in this anime is every time a kaiju attacks, everyone's memories reset, and those who die are erased from existence. Yuta and his friends are in a race against time to figure out what's going on and stop these kaiju. It's short, sweet, and full of nostalgia that'll take you back to your Ultraman and Power Rangers days. And if you like the SSS Gridman, also check out SSS Dynazenon, where the kaiju battles get even crazier with beast-like robots. Studio Trigger really outdid themselves on this one. This one has the viral girl doing this shot. Not to forget about one of the most fan-favorite kaiju's Godzilla series. There is nothing more to say on this. The Godzilla in all anime series is evil, and humans try to defend against it, and they ate fighting the strongest version of Godzilla, Godzilla Earth. The watch order of Godzilla Earth series is Godzilla Planet of Monsters, Godzilla, City on Edge of the Battle, and Godzilla, Planet Eater, where the Godzilla Earth fights Void Ghidorah. All these are 90-minute long movies, and there is one more series totally unconnected to this one named Godzilla, singular point. This has a lot of kaijus and shows dangerous it can be. This is jam-packed with kaijus and a ton of suspense. All right, now it's time to dive into the top 5. But before we get there, if you're loving these recommendations, smash that like button and drop a comment on your favorite kaiju anime so far. And don't forget to check out my other videos for more epic recommendations. Kicking off our top 5 is Black Bullet. This anime gives us a post-apocalyptic world where humanity is on the brink of extinction because of monsters born from the Gastrea virus. These gigantic beasts can only be killed with Varanium, a special metal. Meanwhile, some kids are born with Gastrea in their blood and get superhuman abilities. They're called cursed children. They're all girls, by the way, and they're forced to team up with civil officers to fight these monsters. It's got suspense, insane fights, and a fresh take on the kaiju genre. If you're looking for something unique, Black Bullet is the way to go. Coming in at number 4, we've got God Eater, where humanity's last stand against kaijus happens in Fenrir, the Fortress of Hope. They've created these divine weapons called God Arcs, infused with oracle cells, and they give the wielders insane powers. The wielders are called, you guessed it, God Eaters. These God Arcs transform and have unique abilities based on who's wielding them. It's packed with action, suspense, and epic fights. And remember, this anime is based on a game, so you know it's got a story that's going to keep you hooked. It's only 13 episodes, and it's a must-watch. Number 3 goes to the fan favorite, Attack on Titan. You know the drill, humanity's on the brink of extinction, hiding behind massive walls to keep the Titans at bay. But when the colossal and armored Titans breach Wall Maria, chaos erupts. Eren, our MC, watches his mother get devoured and vows to wipe out every Titan. The plot twists, the betrayals, and the insane action make this an absolute must-watch. If you click this video, you already know why this one's here. Number 2, if you want a mix of mind-bending plot twists, mecha battles, and a sprinkle of dark fantasy, Code Geass is calling your name. After Japan is conquered by the Britannian Empire and renamed Area 11, we meet Lelouch, a Britannian student living in Japan. He's caught up in a terrorist attack and reunited with his childhood friend Suzaku and a mysterious girl named CC. In a life-and-death situation, CC grants Lelouch the power of Geass, allowing him to command anyone to do anything. With this godlike power and his brilliant strategic mind, Lelouch takes on the alias Zero and declares war against Britannia to avenge his family and liberate Japan. If you're into intense mind games and epic battles, you're in for a wild ride. And finally, number 1 goes to Evangelion. This anime has not just the biggest and most powerful monsters on this list, but also some of the most mind-blowing action and explosions ever. In a post-apocalyptic world, the last remaining human settlement in Japan is the heavily fortified city of Tokyo 3. 14-year-old Shinji Ikari is brought to NERV, an underground organization led by his estranged father, Gendu. He's asked to pilot an Evangelion, a giant android built to battle monstrous alien creatures known as angels that threaten the survival of the human race. Initially reluctant, Shinji agrees in hopes of reconciling with his father. But as the pilot of Evangelion Unit 01, he's thrown into a battle against these powerful angels, and he'll need every ounce of courage to survive. The watch order? Start with Evangelion 1.0. You are not alone. Then go through Evangelion 2.0. You cannot advance. Evangelion 3.0. You cannot redo. And finally, Evangelion 3.0.1.0. Thrice upon a time. If you're looking for a more classic experience, you can check out the original TV series, but it has less animation quality. Thanks for watching. Check out my other videos for the best anime and manhwa recommendations, and don't forget to subscribe to Anime Fiction Reels for more epic anime content.